Hello and welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2 with me, Razar. And we're going to do this video just a little bit different than how we've been doing the videos in the past for this. I figure what I would do this time is I would pick a trip or a job that we'll do, and we will travel until we have to rest again. And then that would be the end of the video. That way I don't have to keep fast forwarding through everything, and I get to spend more time with each of you. So I'm looking at the trips I have available here, and I'm looking at price per distance, and that's the main thing that I want to do so that when I make the trip I get the best price that I can. So we're going to pick the first one here. It is from Strasbourg to Ostrave, I think it is. It's in the Czech Republic, which is where we're heading. So I haven't been there before, so I have no idea whether or not the driving rules change as to which side of the road you actually have to be on. But we're going to give this a try and see how it goes. So I hope you like this new way of doing the video. And let's hit the road. Now I've already rested up before getting here, so now I just need to go and get my trailer. And this is a new truck that I'm using. It has 700 horsepower, which is what we upgraded the previous truck to. But this one came with 700 horsepower, which is really good. It's also designed for better maneuverability, and so that it can also be used for hauling heavy loads, because I do have that DLC as well. Okay, so here we go. We're on the way. Let me see. Speaking of heavy loads, what do we got? We only got 18 tons. Oh, but it's cyanide. Okay. So we definitely want to be careful with this shipment. Go ahead and use this third camera view because of how hard it is to see past these brick walls. I was about to say concrete, that's actually brick, isn't it? Okay. So we are on the move. Oh wow, look at this overpass. Oh, yep, okay. I didn't know if that would glitch through it or how that would work exactly. Alright. I was just curious. I figured I'd give it a try. So here's where we need to make our right turn. And we have to get up to 90 miles per hour. So I'm going to go ahead and go in the camera here so I can look in my left view mirror. Well, it is taking us a while to get up to speed. Oh, this is our turn. I don't need over. Pretty sure I will need over up here, though. Oh, yeah. And he got over to let me over. So let's see. Let me see. I need this one. Okay. And now I need to get into the right lane. And I have to take this exit. I have not looked at the route beforehand, so this is all new to me. I'm learning it as we go. So let me take a little bit broader look at this. Oh, looks like we're pretty much going straight for a while now. So that's pretty good. Now, next time that we stop to rest, I will need to get us some gas then. But I think we should be good for about 15, maybe 20 minutes driving. Ooh, stoplight. Okay. Now you probably noticed that my vehicle does not come to an abrupt stop here like it's been doing. That's because I have adjusted my braking so it's not as sharp. I want it to be more realistic, especially if you're carrying anything like acids or explosives. Sudden stops is not good, especially if you're carrying a liquid. In real life, if you're carrying a liquid and you come to a sudden stop, it has a tendency to want to keep moving after you try to stop. But if you can slow down a bit more gradual, it's a lot better for it. We're slowly picking up speed here. Okay, we have until Sunday at 10:21 to make this delivery. It is now Saturday at 11:15. So far, so good. Now, I will let you know, the reason I'm not at the location that we ended at in the last video, I did take a mission to try one of the heavy cargo missions. Yeah, it was very interesting. There's a few areas where I actually got the corner. It was like a giant wooden box that I had to deliver. And there were areas where I got the corner of it caught on some railing on the side. It wasn't like the railing you see there now. It was like a solid concrete railing that was closer to the road. And it's taken me some time to get used to that. I ended up actually owing money when I got there because there was, I think, 30% damage done to the cargo. And then on top of that, I had the vehicle with 10% damage done to it. So yeah, it wasn't my best moment, I guess you can say. So we'll slow this down. Apparently the speed limit changed. Alright. Now I have this set to show me or to take me on the shortest route. So I'm not sure if the shortest route is always going to be the quickest route, but it is going to take us the shortest distance to get there. Now I'm estimating probably about here, maybe on the other side of the city where we'll need to rest up again. That's just taking an estimation. Seeing as far as we've driven already, I've still got plenty of rest in me, I guess you can call it. I don't need to sleep yet. It looks like I'm doing pretty good. But I did get to enjoy the scenery. Got a car past me on the left here. But I am planning on eventually doing one of the heavy cargo trips with all of you so that you can see what it's like and experience it. It's actually pretty cool. You have a lead vehicle in front of you. Loan installments. $5,788 was just paid. Okay. But yeah, as I was saying, you have a lead vehicle in front of you that you have to follow. There's only specific gas stations that you can stop at. So I do recommend filling up before you head out. Don't turn yet. But yeah, it's very interesting the way it's done. You've got a vehicle that follows you, so in the areas where you come close or you hit something, you don't hardly have any room at all to back up because that follow vehicle does not want to give you much room. Okay, with this much cargo, this much weight, wanting to do this a bit slow. There we go. Alright, so our estimated time of arrival is about 1:30 on Sunday. We can see that on the bottom left, or on the bottom right hand side, the navigation window there. We can see it at the bottom of the GPS. It shows ETA, estimated time of arrival. So we're about 1:30 is about when we're going to show up there. We have 859 kilometers to go, and it is a 12-hour, 51-minute trip. Although, of course, it's not in real time. It would be interesting if you could switch it to real time. I think that would really be fun for some trips occasionally. It's not something I would want to do on a regular basis, but yeah, occasionally I think that would be fun. Okay, bump us back up to 60 kilometers per hour. Thought I was already there, apparently I wasn't. Was only set on 55. And we've got a lot of sharp turns up ahead. Let's see how well we can handle these turns. I've made some more fine adjustments on this. The fine adjustments that I've made were to try and make the steering a bit better. It's far better than it is in Farming Simulator 17, which I hope they improve it in the next edition of Farming Simulator. Let's see, it looks like speed limit actually dropped here, I didn't know. But yeah, in the next Farming Simulator 19, I don't know what all they're planning on changing or doing in it. I really hope they improve the steering when using controllers, because it is extremely sensitive. I've mentioned that multiple times. It is one of the biggest concerns I have with the game, because I love that game and this one. But this one, even though it came out years before Farming Sim 17, its steering for controllers is actually much, much better. I think that if they were to do something like this, fix the steering in Farming Simulator closer to how it is here, I honestly believe that they would have a better port to consoles. I think it'll work so much better porting them to consoles. Kind of like these sharp turns. It's pretty interesting. Trying to get this automatic transmission to shift down a little bit, keep us from going too fast down these hills. It's almost as if it has an allowance of about 5 miles per hour. So if I sit at 45 going down the hills, it keeps me at 50. So let's see, our speed limit is up to 60 again. So I put it at 55, it should keep me about 60. Going down hills. Alright. Starting to level off a bit. Every once in a while we get a steep decline again. So yeah, I think I'm right. I think it's about 20 minutes before I have to sleep again. That's what it looks like, because we're sitting at 13.5 minutes almost. Maybe a little more for this video. Okay, here it is. I'm going to hit the brakes. That's full braking. Much smoother stopping. We're going to go to the external view. Okay, I guess it's my turn to go. Okay. Oh, yeah, this one's a short runway. Don't really like those short ones. Okay, we're at 90 miles per hour. I saw the speed limit sign. I have to be exceptionally careful because I did remove the speed limit on my truck. So that means that my truck can actually travel well over 90 km now. So I need to be careful of that. Make sure I don't speed too much if I am speeding. Apparently it's 80 km. I thought it was 90. My eyesight's really bad. The speed is very blurry. Usually what I do is I set it where I think it's supposed to be, and if it doesn't start showing red where my actual speed is on the navigation system on the right, I bump it up a little bit and see if it turns red. Wait until this car passes, and then I'm gonna pull up the map. A bunch of cars passes there. Alright. Yeah, I was right. Probably about here or there. I think I'm gonna go ahead and set it for out here for us to get gas and rest stop. Pretty sure we shouldn't have any problems with that. Now I don't know if this game actually adjusts how much gas you use based on whether or not you're going up and down hills like it would normally in real life. GPS is telling me to get into the right lane. I prefer the left lane because a lot of times I end up having to switch back into the middle lane because right lane turns or ends or something like that. I prefer being here until I need to get over to actually turn. So let's take a look at our GPS. Get a larger overhead view. We don't have another turn until a good ways up ahead. And then we're going to go around a small city. If we have more time to spare. Let's see, we're looking at 10:21 on Sunday to 2:30. Excuse me. It's about 10:20 to 2:30. That's when we need to have this up there. Whoa! Ooh. Yeah, I need to pay more attention to the road. So we're, without sleeping, we should fall right within where we need to be. I don't know how it's going to affect us if we do sleep. It may end up running us behind, so let's hope not. See if picking up my speed a little bit. Yeah, it's going to be speeding. So I'll set my cruise back down to 80. And whenever I want to, I'll try to pick up speed a little bit more. And back off. And if I cut these turns like this, it helps cut back on how far I have to travel. And of course, just like in real life, every time I go into a cave or a tunnel, not really a cave, but every time I go into a tunnel, oops, I think I caused an accident back there. Always like doing that when I drive in caves and things like that. Okay, let's see. Nope, don't have any damage. Keep calling them caves, they're actually tunnels. I don't know why I keep doing that. So here we go again. You can see the fans are actually on the ceiling spinning. And that's pretty cool. Just to circulate air through there. I like that. Okay, so we have some turns coming up. I need to get over. Okay, it looks like I go under the bridge and then take that exit. Ooh, car accident. That might have been the one I hit earlier. Now, I found out something with these. The way this one goes kind of like to a dead end that merges onto the other road. I found that one of the things that actually helps with it is if you stay in the far right hand lane and the reason is the left hand lane kind of ends abruptly onto the interstate, as you can see there to the left. This one goes on a little bit further and it gives you a bit more run time before you have to get over. We're gonna merge on over. Pretty sure I'm gonna have to do it up ahead anyways. So we have our cruise set at 80. Make sure I got that right. Yep. You see that right lane just ends right, or doesn't end, but just goes into a turn that I didn't want to take or didn't need. So that's why I stayed here. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna need, I think, the exit up ahead. Cannot see where that goes. I think this is going to be it. Yep, this is it. Okay. $904 from driver in Madison. So it just shows up on my navigation screen. Scrolls across the bottom. I do have a new driver because when I bought this truck I wanted to put my other one back, the one I was driving, on the road with somebody else driving it. So that's what I did. I'm using Volvos because I don't know if this is something random, but in my game the Volvos happen to have much better horsepower for the price. So I really do like that. Alright, we are getting to where we're about to be tired. So now would be a good time. Ooh. Caught that one at the last minute. Now would be a good time for me to go ahead and sit. See how far away I am from my waypoint. Okay, so I've traveled from here, and I can make it to there on one sleep. Yep, so in our next video we should be able to make it from here all the way up to the destination from our sleep point. So looks like we're actually doing really good. I like the progress we're making, and I think taking one video per day, per game day, I think is a good idea. So let me know what you think in the comment section about doing it this way. If you prefer I use time lapse, I can do that. If you prefer that we share the experience together and talk while we're doing this, I can do that as well. I could even mix it up and do, one video one way, another video another way. But feel free to leave a comment or a suggestion in the box or in the comment section below and let me know what you think. I'm really interested in hearing your thoughts on it. And I am in the works now of making a Minecraft series. Excuse me, Minecraft series. It's excuse me. I have a little bit of trouble with my throat. But my Minecraft series is going to be a special one. It's about, well, I won't tell you the whole story, but I will let you know it's going to be interesting. It involves exploration. It involves an adventure. It's going to be very fun. It's also going to be safe for children to watch. There's no violence in it because I have a violence-free channel. So there's no violence in it. So feel free to check that out whenever I start uploading it. I think that you'll probably like it. I hope you do. Okay, now we're on the stretch leading to the rest area. We still have a little bit to go. So far so good, we're doing good. I've had a few close calls because I'm messing with the map in the bottom right and trying to steer with this controller, but like I said, so far so good. We're doing pretty good. We're at 5:30 on Saturday. Our estimated time of arrival is Sunday at what appears to be 12:55, almost 1. So that's pretty good. I think we will have plenty of time to rest up and get some fuel. Looks like we're getting down to, what, about a quarter of a tank of fuel? Or is that less? Let me see, where's the fuel gauge on the on the dash? Yeah, looks like it's about a quarter of a tank. The fuel gauge is to the right of my digital display in my dash. Alright. We're coming up to the rest stop. Looks like it and the yeah. I think I went to the wrong one. Okay. Can't really zoom out much, can you? Oh, okay, it looks like I could have gone around that way. It's okay, I'll just take this space here. Okay. Cut off our lights. And we'll go ahead and sleep. Whenever we start up in the morning, in the next episode, we will have to go and get us some fuel. So we'll save this one real quick. Okay, let's look at the map. Yeah, see, I actually had it set up ahead, further up ahead, where the fuel is. Yeah, I didn't realize that. I was thinking there was fuel here when I whipped in there, but then now I'll notice this. So when we start back, we're going to stop and get some fuel and then head on out in the next episode. And we should make the rest of this trip. Like I said, we should, make it from here. We're about the midway point. And should be alright. We didn't have a full tank when we started, which is why we're so low now. But I hope you liked the video. If you did, please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And hit the little bell for notifications so that you can see when I post new videos. If you'd like to find ways that you can further support my channel, you can feel free to check out my Patreon page. I will have the link for it in the description. I hope you have a nice day, and I will catch you later. Bye bye.